Coach, thoughts on tonight?
Yeah, just our motto's been consistency in our locker room for the last couple of weeks now, and just almost similar to last week. And so obviously, I got to do some searching on if what we're doing and if it's the right thing. I mean, we got a bunch of heartbroken kids in there. I feel for them. I want them so bad to win a game, but we're just not quite there yet. Flashes of some good stuff. Second half, I thought we came out and we competed our tails off. But that's what I told them against good teams in this conference, the stretch we're going through. The inconsistent play is not allowing us to have these opportunities to win. And so, naturally, I mean, we're not going to make excuses in my program ever. Like this falls on me. I'm the leader of this program in every which way, and so we got to be better. Like these kids deserve to win, and we got to put them in some better situations, and we got to find a way to pull out one of these tough games.
The defense has just had a stellar second half up until that point. Just what happened there in that final Memphis play?
Yeah, we'll go back over and watch the film. I mean, we were in a one high safety look, and so I don't know if we had a bust in coverage back there. There obviously wasn't a one high safety there. And so I'll go back and evaluate it. I can't give you just a for sure answer yet. I'll tell you on Tuesday.
Well, just on that last drive, what did you see over the course of that last drive when they were able to go down there so quickly?
Yeah, that's a time in the game that I hadn't really, just relied heavily on just throwing the ball. I think, they were able to establish the run game early and often. Our run defense was horrific in the first half. And then how it can come out and magically get good is something we got to get fixed. And so, they were able to dink and dunk. We played a little bit of man coverage with two high safeties over the top, and they beat us in some one-on-one matchups. And so, I think this is an experienced quarterback. He threw some great balls there down the stretch. Hats off to those guys. I mean, to be able to execute a 2-minute drive with 40 seconds left and get it down that fast is kudos to them. It's a good quarterback that's played a lot of ball, and so hats off to Memphis for being able to accomplish that.
Talk a lot about not focusing on moral victories, but just talk about the heart that your team had coming back down from 30.
Yeah, I like it, but still it doesn't replace the fact it's just not good enough right now. And so that's going to be my message to the kids, and we have to, everybody in this program needs to look themselves in the mirror and see, we're not that far off. And so what little extra bit can you put into this program, both players and coaches, to get us over the hump? And that's a challenge. And and I think that's what makes it so tough there is we've worked these 2-minute drills and even 4 minutes, so the defense to be able to get a stop on fourth down there late and rise up, and then the offense come back and drive the ball down the field and score a touchdown. And we talked about it on the sideline, just with the way we've been in the red zone. A couple of times we sputtered, I guess one time, but we talked about maybe running it, but I'm not going to play to tie. And so we called just a simple day one install play. We had great protection. Our quarterback went through his read, and we scored a touchdown. So I don't regret that whatsoever. And two, just we got a great kicker, and for making them drive 75 yards, in the course of 40-something seconds is something that we should be able to accomplish.
What did you guys do so well to come back from that deficit to turn it around?
I thought we ran the ball better in the second half. I thought Coach Cooper and Coach Cobbs did a good job making a couple of adjustments. They changed their front. They played a little more 3-down front than what we'd seen, and played a bare front against us. And so we made some adjustments at halftime and changed to a little bit more gap scheme stuff there. And I thought our running backs did a nice job and our O-line did a nice job of fitting some stuff up. I thought obviously hurt us not having Fabechi today. I think he's arguably our top offensive lineman, and him in the middle, even on some of the pass protection stuff, they were able to get some pressure on us, and to have to go back and really, look at the film. But yeah, in the second half, I thought, up front, offensive line-wise, running backs did a nice job. Making adjustments by coaches and establishing those guys. It kind of kept us on track a little bit more during the course of those drives.
Yeah, huge game from Chandler, 411 yards and 5 touchdowns. Did he just kind of get into a rhythm there that was able to get you guys offense?
Yeah, I mean, he's done it. He can play ball with the best of them. He's a good player. He'd tell you the same answer right now. I mean, it wasn't good enough.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thank y'all. Have a good night.
Obviously, it's a very, very disappointing game. Just things that transpired in the game from us coming out poorly as offense in the first half and then finding our way back. And then the last drive, unfortunately, threw a game-winning touchdown down there. And we had 2 plays, and it's just not the result that we want.
Yeah, I mean, how tough is this? What's the feeling like after seeing something like that get away, especially if you guys had so many close ones get away?
It's sickening, just honestly.
What's that?
It's very sickening because it's how hard we fought and how well we played in that second half. Then we go down and what we thought would be the game-winning touchdown. I mean, just it doesn't feel well at all.
Obviously, held to 10 points in the first half there. Just what wasn't working there offensively in the first half?
A lot of it would deal with us going backwards, whether it be a penalty or a negative play. A lot of it's just a theme of the year for us is when we go back, things don't tend to go well for us. We moved the ball great. We just really didn't finish and capitalize on drives.
What changed there in the second half that got you guys going where you rolled off all those touchdown drives in a row?
It was the same mindset, just like a Tulane. Hey, we have to go get this. We have to go take it. Believe we're going to win and win the game. That was the same mindset that we had with this game as well. And we just started executing, playing fast, and things were going our way.
Obviously, you've now proven that you can compete with the bigger teams in the American. Just what going forward can you do to kind of finish those games?
Just win. I mean, play a complete full game. Like Coach Morris has preached us this entire week is consistency. We have to be consistent in every phase from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. We have to play a full 60-minute game. And if I feel like when we do that, things will go our way.
Coming off of 2 close games to the top conference opponents, does that add any fuel to the fire to this rivalry against UTSA this coming Saturday?
I feel like it does because we honestly feel as a team that we should have won these past 2 games. And then you add the rivalry with UTSA, which I know and understand because I know people and players on both sides. So I know the depth of this rivalry. I know why it is the way it is. It's very frustrating because we're in games that we should feel like we should win, and we don't. So it's just a lot of frustration. But we're just going back to work after we watch the film.
Did it kind of mean a lot for the offense going forward? Against Navy and against Tulane, you had the ball in that same situation and didn't get the job done. Obviously, today you did get the job done. You said you thought you were game-winning touchdown. Is that just good for confidence?
Right. Yeah. We finally went over that hump in the 2-minute drive and just going down to win the game. Kudos to Coach Morris for putting us in that situation in practice. He's really preached that to us. Hey, we have opportunities to win, and we have to practice it in order to do it in the game. So we definitely did that. I'm happy about it, but at the same time, at the result, I'm not.
When you walked off the field, did you think you had it?
No, I did not. I was up and down the sideline telling them, hey, the game's not over. It was like 50 seconds on the clock. So, I mean, Memphis is a great team for a reason. Their record shows. They've been good for years and years and years. So you can't sleep on Memphis. You can't sleep on great teams.
At one point, it was 31-7. Given this offensive identity, do you guys ever feel like you're out of the game?
No, we don't, because of how fast we can score, how many explosive plays we can have, and just how aggressive we are as players and coaches. I mean, we're not scared to go for on a 4th down. So it's a 4th down, we're going to go for it. I mean, we're going to go for anything.
Do you almost feel like you guys are playing better when it is so fast-paced and almost off script?
I do, especially against Memphis, because a lot of times they would try to get their call in after they see our formation, and by then we already have our play in, so it was just really ready to go. So a lot of times they were out of position.
Anything else?
Yeah, that's what
All
I
right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thoughts on tonight?
Just got to play complementary football, offense, defense, and special teams, and start off faster than what we did.
Down 31-10 at halftime. Just what happened in the locker room to get the performance that you did in the second half?
You just got to, when adversity hit, you just got to go out there and stay together. So that's what we did coming out in the second half. Stayed together and tried to pull it off. Like I said, we just got to play complementary football in the first half, and we'll be fine.
And of course, you finally got there to the 2,000 yards. Big accomplishment, put you up there with the top guys in program history. What does that mean to you?
Man, that's an honor, and I want to give the glory to God. You know what I'm saying? He's been with me my whole journey, so you know what I'm saying? He put me in this situation. You know what I'm saying? I always knew I'd be able to accomplish a goal like that, so I'm just glad God was able to use me to glorify His name tonight.
And on top of that, breaking the passing yard or the receiving yard record, you scored 3 touchdowns, your first multi-touchdown game. What was that like, especially later in the game, to kind of keep the team back in the game and get the guys going?
Man, that was a good feeling. I'm the hardest on myself. Shoot, I feel like I left some money out there, so you know what I'm saying. It was a good feeling to make those plays to put us back in the game. You know what I'm saying. So anytime I can make plays, you know what I'm saying, to put my team in position to win, I'm grateful for that.
What changed in the second half?
I just feel like we came out there with a little more energy, and we started making some more of the routine plays that we kind of left out there in the first half. So once we, you know what I'm saying, be consistent like Coach and them talk about and play complementary football, the sky's going to be the limit.
It's been 2 games back to back in which you lost by 1 possession to top AAC teams. Just what does that do for confidence going forward?
I mean, we are already pretty confident, you know what I'm saying, going out there, you know what I'm saying. So like we want to finish, man. We're not in the moral victories, you know what I'm saying, almost winning and stuff like that. We want to go out there and win. We know we compete with these guys from the start, you know what I'm saying. So it's just about, like I said, going out there and playing start to finish the whole 60 minutes.
Just what's the feeling like to see one like that slip away?
Man, it hurts. It hurts because, like I said, man, we was out there fighting in the second half, you know what I'm saying, fighting real hard. So. And you just got to go back and understand that, like, you can't play one half to win football games. You know what I'm saying? You got to play the full game. It's 2 halves, 4 quarters, 60 minutes. So you got to go back, look at the tape, you know what I'm saying, swallow this one and continue pulling together. And it's still going to be a lot of more opportunities out there for this group.
Did you feel like you had it after you got the touchdown, late to go ahead?
Man, yes, sir. I ain't going to lie. I was feeling pretty good. Everybody was hyped. You know what I'm saying? It was good to see the crowd involved. All that energy, it was good, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we just got to finish the game, you know what I'm saying? Offense, defense, and special teams. We all play a role in it together and got to play complementary football to finish good teams like that.